Howdy do. Tidying up loose ends. Amiga 2000 case. Just check the audio. Howdy do. Tidying up loose. That looks okay. Welcome to a something else. Something else Amiga. Who says that? Don't know who says that. Welcome to something else Amiga. Somebody does. Right, we're catching up. Alright. Here we go. Let's get rid of that one. Right.
Speech is still very complicated. Music is simpler.
To be or not to be? That is the question.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds.
For the carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle wheel.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker.
And welcome to Tidying Up Loose Ends. Back after this. Howdy do. So carrying on with the design. Okay. Where did we leave off? Yes, oh, let me put me on if you want. A little bit of me, maybe. Or a big piece. Here we go, have a big piece. Okay. Now have a small piece. Right. Oh god. Oh, I don't know where I got to. Oh yeah. Did those fixings at the back. Last stream. Yeah. Make one or two changes. Right, the screws are horrible, aren't they? Oh well, we'll sort them out after. So we need another few fixings here. Let's just disappear some stuff first. Disappear a few bits of stuff. Alright, we can get rid of a few bits of stuff. And we can lose the power supply for a bit. Just to make life easier. Sides, we can lose sides. And lid, we can lose lid. So just got the back pieces. We're basically it's confusing a few people what it is I'm doing here. So I'll try and yeah, a few people on Facebook Amiga groups, they're a bit confused with what I'm writing, they're not sure what I'm doing. So basically I've got a full working Amiga 2000 with a revision 6.2 mainboard, and I want to do create a few additional cards, circuit boards, add-ons, don't know what you call them, expansions. So the add-on I want to do is a MIDI interface out the back of this spare slot for a start that plugs in over to a serial port header, PCB header inside. So at the back we got some MIDI interface in, out and through, and probably 3 out or whatever, with maybe a toggle switch to switch from serial over to MIDI, something to that effect. So we need that. Then there's the Agnes. You know, I really ought to model the Agnes, you know, and the ROM chip, maybe the CPU socket. Anyway, so I want to make a ROM switcher and a 2 megabyte chip RAM board in one, with a ESP32 Wi-Fi chip on it. Now the ESP32 Wi-Fi chip runs a web interface. So you get your smartphone out and you switch your ROMs via smartphone. So, and it slots in. This, it either goes on the 2 megabyte chip RAM or with a ROM switcher. It makes sense. Alternatively, you can have an I/O board that switches and disconnects stuff internally from one of the slots, powered from one of the slots. Anyway, so there's one, and I've got some existing stuff that I want to build and add to my main unit. So what we need to do, I don't want to be wrecking my main unit, so I need to run the software on that, leave that one alone, and do it to my spare main board. So in order to work on it and keep it as a you know, something you can work on, and don't want to just strewn it across the desk. I want it to mount it in there and then try different cards out, and very easy access stuff, you know. So maybe even put some windows underneath the main areas where the ROM and the Agnes is, and various jumpers. Make this hollow, you know, hollow out some areas so we can actually get to it to jumper and test it and stuff without having to, you know, we'd have to turn it over on its side or something, but probably won't have to take all the motherboard out and all that kind of stuff, because that's a bit of a pain to get the motherboard out, because it's going to be an ongoing thing. You know, different cards. Everyone's making cards, but I would want to make some cards. So anyway, that's why I'm building this case. Now, if this design turns out nice, I'm going to try and minimise the amount of panels needed. So, for instance, if I get that there. So move it up 300mm. Well, if we have a look at that, you can see that that is a piece of polycarbonate, 6mm thick, and it's got all the cutouts. Imagine that's flat on the table. You'd mill out all this, all the holes, everything, mill everything out, and that's one piece of your case. One piece. Then you'd have to mill out these bits and all that bit. Then you'd mill out your case, your panels for your lid and your sides, Same for the front. So basically, this will be made. This piece, I'm going to source 6mm beige coloured, or as close as I can to the Amiga colour, in a plastic, opaque plastic, and I probably have to, yeah. So try to make, at a glance you can see what it is, and the rest looks like something like Orac, the computer out of Blake 7. So it's clear polycarbonate, you can see everything, you can see all the additional cards, and you know, you can just work on it. You've got all these slots to play with. Modern stuff now, you don't need very many slots, it seems to do it all on one thing, but so we've got a lot of slots that we can play with. We can make do some home automation. We can use our computer for other things. We can plug in a slot and have various I/O coming in and out. We can write some software and access those, and maybe even write some home automation software. Anything like that. So that's the general gist. But we've got to reduce the amount of pieces, or the amount of different pieces. Like, for instance, this bit here, these two sections here, they're exactly the same item, just layered on top of each other. We've got separate pieces here for another shelf, power supply rail, and the shelf here, and these two fronts. So we'll reduce the amount of count, get a fixing count, all the different types of fixing, get all them, and have a parts list basically, and then we can just you know, can make more than one if you want to. You know, maybe someone else might be interested in making their own as well. Now this stuff, polycarbonate's not cheap. It's not cheap stuff. We'll probably make the back and front plates out of 1mm aluminium at some point. At some stage. So there's that as well. There's all sorts of stuff going on. And I've got the LED and that, so we're gonna have to wire that up. You know, make a little board to wire that up onto the board. You know, there's lots of potential here. Lots of potential. And I like the idea of the way the Amiga computer, how it runs the code, and you can implement things from a raster into a routine. Graphics, it's the best integration of graphics, sound and trigger events. It's a microcontroller really. It's sort of, whenever the thing says it's going to do it, it does it. Modern operating systems, they only ask the program will ask the system to do something, and it'll decide if it wants to do it or not at that particular point in time. There's a bit of a more hands-on approach with this. You program it to do it, and it does it, and it has to do it. It's bang on that raster scan, wherever that raster reaches, and you're looking out for it. That's when it's going to execute your code. There's loads of potential with this system. Yeah, there's modern day things, fair enough, but there's some. When they went over to modern, you know, multitasking systems, yes, we're running all the fancy stuff. We're streaming on it now. We've got all the graphics, GPUs, and everything else. But to the average person, any creativity is gone. People just say, "Oh, that's beyond me. That needs a team of 200 people working on it." Well, this is something we can use ourselves. We can work on this. We can help each other out. We can do things with it. It's never going to. It's not going to replace this computer, but it's just. I don't know. It is a problem. Maybe it's some. There's something about it. There's something. I can't quite put your finger on it. There's something about. I don't know. There's something about it. Modern day systems, it sort of masks you off from anything that's happening. It's abstracts you away, like, you know. It's getting worse with the AI and the online. Everything's online now. Once the internet goes off, if they ever cut the internet, you basically you've had it. At some point in the future, you've just got to wait. You're not going to be able to do anything. You've got amateur radio in the background. Cut the internet off. You've still got your amateur radio. I used to use the amateur radio for connecting to bulletin board systems all around the world via phone line, basically. But then you can connect to BBSs, radio BBSs. So with packet radio, you can talk, connect your computer through to the radio, send the data bits down a frequency that gets decoded into a bulletin board. That goes off to another one, and you can leap around. I used to go to one called GB7 Max. So you're running 1200 baud into GB7 Max on a frequency using the AX25 protocol with an old military spec, a chip that was in a military radio, ripped out and converted, and go to GB7 Max. Then you go to Quinton. Then you suddenly go off into Ayrshire or some on the way to London, somewhere in London. Then you come out in Burbank in California. So, and the round trip time, which would be a few minutes, you type something in, and it could take any number of seconds time. But you could do it. You're not reliant on the internet. Once the internet goes down, if they cut it off, you're just sitting there like a turkey, basically. Just sitting there like a chicken, a hen waiting for an egg to hatch, kind of thing. Anyway, so let's get on with this then. Carry on doing some fixing. So I'm trying to eliminate, trying to get it all to fit together, and seeing what we can get rid of or amalgamate into one item to make this cutting list and engraving list, laser list, routing list, or routing list, whatever you want to call it. And basically, I want to mill all this out, laser it out, get all fixing. I'll sit on a table and assemble it. All I need is a small spanner and a screwdriver. That's it. Just put it all together, and that's it. That's all, and I can work on it, turn it upside down, take bits out. So it's basically just it's like a test jig. I suppose you could call it a test jig. It's a test jig, but you could use it, if you've got a spare board, or your case is rusty or rotten. Maybe you could use the code and G-code and get yourself some milled out. It's not cheap. Polycarbonate's not cheap, but nothing for the Amiga is cheap anyway. So, but if you got yourself a CNC and the time, you can make your own, or send the files off somewhere and get them to cut it. So it should be possible to make this from a flat pack. Just build it up like a little IKEA thing. But anyway, it's not about money or anything like that. I'm not trying to make a product out of it. I'm not trying to do anything like that. I just need one myself, and Don't know, just get it, just do it. Yeah, I don't know. To work on it, I've got lots of bits and pieces to build up. I've got a 2 megabyte chip RAM to build. I've got the boards here. I need to be able to test them. I can't buy 5 PCBware, get 5 boards, buy the bits, you know, build them up. You need to test them and send them on. Whoever else wants one. You know, there's all sorts of stuff. There's a whole raft of stuff, but anyway. So I'll put the time in to get the case ready. So I can basically use it for MIDI music. So I used to use Music X years ago. Used to use it for creating music, creating a recording and using the sound samples. So I've got MIDI interfaces. I used to make a MIDI interface years ago. I used to make one. To buy the chip, it's a very simple circuit. I used to make one, but I want one to go here. And actually, on the Amiga 2000, you've got a serial connector down here that mimics the pins on a serial port. So you could just plug it straight in, and then you got your MIDI port. It's always missing, wasn't it? MIDI port was missing. Anyway, let's get on with some designing. So there's lots to come. I mean, I've already got the technology, the wireless technology and software front end. I've already got it. I could switch it on now. Basically, if I switched, I've got to unplug the power supply, but you switch it on now and go straight onto a web interface and switch relays on off and monitor inputs. So as long as that doesn't cause any noise to the audio in here, we'll have to position it in a certain place. I think other people have done things with ESP32s, wireless modules, and they haven't reported any issues. But yeah, because of the low-tech audio filters, maybe you could get some interference. You have to be careful where you put it, or shield it, something like that. Anyway, I'm going to be getting on with this now. So what I'll do, I'll hide that plate a minute. So the back plate, let's hide that. I need to put them fixings in there. That needs to fix it to the front, so let's sort that out now. So I need to decide, I can't remember where I put it now. Let's try and keep. Oh, that's in the wrong position, see that? Why is that in the wrong position? Maybe it's in the right position.
Mike 7, Oscar Romeo. Yeah, about Steve, geez, or a KSP calling.
Okay. Right, so a little bit off. Yeah, won't go in. Won't go in. Doesn't want to snap to it. French bloke. Oh la la. Right, so why can't I line these up? That one's lined up, isn't it? Yeah, that's lined up. Right, let's measure the one that's lined up then. It's annoying these things when they don't line up. Right, so view.
31 FMS M7 REV.
M7 REV from 2E1 FMS.
Evening, buddy, 400.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with this now. I think it was just based off the front, wasn't it? Yeah, I brought it in. I don't know, I couldn't have done. Oh dear, I lost on it today. Right, so we're fixing. I thought we'd finish this fixing, but it's not lined up. So let's line it up. Thought I'd finish this bit. No, obviously not.
Okay, fantastic. Very, very good. Fine copy. So thank you very much and a very good evening. Best of 73s. Bye-bye.
That's weird. Oh, I see. We're in there. So we're level, but yeah.
Delta Victor Delta. Okay, Yankee Uniform 2, Delta Victor Delta, Oscar United 5, United 5 and 7, 57, name is Henry Hotel.
M7 OOR, Steve, you about? User KSB.
The QSL. What is your name? Your name? Okay, you went down in Q Stephen. Okay, so 73, thank you very much and very good evening. Yo, 73, so right. CQ calling CQ Oscar United 5 United. OU5U beaming to Japan and Pacific Oscar United 5 United. Oscar Mike 0 Alpha Julius Alpha OU5U 5 and 9 plus. Thank you. Name is Henry Hotel Echo November Romeo Yankee Henry over. Yeah, fine, Joseph. We're running my internet 2 elements and the output power 500 watts at the moment. Joseph, go ahead. my transceiver here is very, very old, 40 years old. It's Kenwood, Tango Sierra 830 Sugar. 40 years old transceiver. So, okay, fine. 73, thank you very much. Good evening. I'll see if there's any opening to Japan. Yes, bye-bye, 73. Oscar Mike 0, Alpha Bravo Alpha.
What is that?
Okay, Roscoe, okay, right.
Exactly like this one. Now that one's moved, that's weird. I don't get why that was exactly the same as that. That's strange. Oh. So I'm repositioning it. Okay, so let's make it unique. Don't quite know why it was doing weird stuff. So I've altered that now, this one's altered. Most annoying. That's even worse. Right, so I've got to do it all to this again, have I? So that's moved 0.5, so 0.25. No, it's too much. So let's go 0.25, 0.125. No. 0.125. No, too much. What on earth is happening?
Calling CQ beaming to Asia and Pacific. Any Japan, Victor Kilo, Julie Delta, Yankee Bravo, Oscar United, 5 United. Oscar United, 5 United, beaming to Japan, Australia, Indonesia, QSL. CQ calling CQ, any DX, Oscar United, 5 United.
Come on.
Delta Alpha Tango again.
Oh god, what's happening? Come on. I don't want to snap to anything.
Fine, very good. Thank you very much for the report. We're running about 500 watts on that 2 elements pointed. Pointed east, I think, at the moment, so if I should turn it directly to you, I should go more southeast, but I don't think it's only 2 elements, so it doesn't really matter. And the transceiver here is the Tango Sierra 830 Sugar, very old one, it's about 40 years old, so you might comment on my audio, the microphone, if you find it okay, go ahead. Yeah. Yeah, the reason, yes, fine, yes, thank you very much for the comment. Well, the reason is that I have some problems finding the correct impedance and the correct capacitor in stereo with the microphone too, so I don't want it too basic, and so I might go back because the other capacitor I had was too small, I think. So what small one? This one is bigger.
Mike 7, Oscar Romeo, G0 KSB. You got Steve?
It was too little basis, so it's very difficult. But I'll see if I can.
G0 KSB by running calls.
Now I'm using 1.5 microhenry in stereo with the microphone, and the other one was 1 microhenry, so I'll see if I can find 1.2 instead, so that might be better, I don't know. Temperature here also is about, it's very cold, it's 2 degrees at the moment, because the wind has shifted, we had wind from, stand by. Before we had wind from the west, but now the wind is coming from some Siberia, and that is very cold. Back to you, DK2 DHC, OU5U.
It's impossible to find what sizes I've used. I need to write these sizes down really. It's not anywhere, is it? It's just not anywhere. Why would it not be anywhere? It's just anywhere. It's not good. Can't have things just anywhere. 7.5. I'm sure it was 7.5. Let's put it at 7.5. Probably be easier if I put a circle in there. Just put a circle in there. Oh, it's done it, even though it didn't want to do it. That's it. Should have done that before.
I think it's okay. It's very sensitive and maybe too sensitive. I don't know. Some people are.
Right, so that's gonna.
When I have to.
Yeah. So we need to shorten that to make it unique.
Thank you very much, Arthur. Nice to talk to you again, and have a nice morning. Local time here is 20:52, so did you get to the field? Who said you? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, you're right. I do not work local. I mean, it's very, very seldom. I make few of those into Europe. So,
What the hell's going on here?
so I think I will follow your advice and take the.
Right, it's in the wrong one.
1.2 on, and if that does work, I'll go back to 1 microhenry instead. So.
Oh, G8VZT. Golf 8 Victor Zulu Tango calling.
Right. Okay. So let's do some lines.
Yeah, my noise floor is S4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, bye-bye. Anyone else? CQ calling CQ, beaming ACR Pacific, over. Before we QRT, anyone else? CQ calling CQ, Oscar United, 5 United. OU, 5U calling CQ. Oscar United, 5 United, CQ. OU, 5U, beaming ACR, beaming Pacific.
Oh, CQ, G8VZT. A Golf 8 Victor Zulu Tango calling.
Ontario, Uniform 5, Uniform calling CQ, Oscar United, 5 United, over. Somebody calling? What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't get the call sign. QSF 40 Oscar United 5 United Indonesia Pacific Ocean United 5 United OU 5U over. A little bit difficult. One more time, give me the call again. QSF. India, Japan, Pacific, India, Japan, what is it called? India, Japan, Pacific, I'm not sure. One more time to call, over. Okay, Victor Kilo 4, India, Japan, Pacific, OU5U. Okay, fine. You came up a little bit. You're about 5 and 4. You're 5 and 4. My noise floor is about as 4. So you started below the, but I'll copy you now. Victor Kilo 4, India, Japan, Pacific, OU5U. Yeah, good morning. Thank you very much for the call. Name is Henry. Hotel Echo November Romeo Yankee. Name is Henry. We're located near Copenhagen. Victor Kilo 4, India, Japan, Pacific, OU5U. Over.
Right, so it looked like we've got certain size there, and then these are 7.5 mil down, and then these are random. So we need to put them the same. So we need to make this difficult. It's difficult to have everything lined up. Right, let's put a line in. Also a lot of wind, so the chill effect is quite high. So 8.5. So God.
Hello, CQ, 382EZT, Golf 8 Victor, Zulu, Tango, calling.
Very good morning, very good evening from here. And yes, well, I'm sure that we'll have to many times again because you have a very good signal up to Europe. This is OU5U calling CQDX, beaming Pacific Ocean United 5 United OU5U Ontario Uniform 5 Uniform. Oscar United 5 United calling CQDX, Pacific Ocean United 5 United OU5U calling CQDX and Amiga.
Oh God, messed it up again.
U5U. Yankee Bravo 0 Alpha something Papa. OU5U. Yes, OU very strong. I didn't look at the meter, but are you good signal? Name is Henry, Hotel, Echo November, Romeo, Yankee, Henry. Here, Copenhagen, Yankee Bravo 0 Alpha. Tango Papa, OU5U, over. Yeah, I got that anchor, Alpha Tango Papa, OU5U. Yeah, okay, running 500 watt and a 2-element, 500 at 2-element array, so very low temperatures, only 2 degrees, Alpha, Yankee Bravo 0, Alpha Tango Papa, OU5U, over.
Stop being annoying.
Yeah, thank you very much for the 5 and 9. You're bit 5'7", 5'8", 5'9", so you can choose yourself.
Where's that coming from? Noise coming. Broad spectrum of a noise. Somebody's power supply is arcing out. Oh yeah, somebody's arcing up. Dodgy plug somewhere. Or welding. Sounds like welding. Somebody welding. Right.
Oh, CQ, G8VZT, Golf 8 Victor, Zulu, Tango, calling. Hello, CQ, G8VZT, Golf 8 Victor, Zulu, Tango, calling. Just a bit bent to right of it, alright. I think it was 2-0 Foxtrot Tango November, Roger. Righty-ho. Lovely, great stuff. It all seems to be working. The mic lead's done the trick. Right now. And Steve's all set up. There you go now. Foxtrot Tango Romeo. Yeah, okay, yeah, pick a frequency, over. Yeah, I'm coming back in from the bind as well. F5LLT now off the clip.
Oh, it's crashed. I'm slowly going off this program. Oh my god. Slowly going off this program. So, I suppose that it's in the title, SketchUp. It's for a quick SketchUp. It's not for this. It's not for this. This version, don't know. It's for sketching up, not for spending hours modelling. Right, I'll have to bite the bullet. Bite the bullet and try to find something. I'm trying to do it on something anyone can get hold of. Not something you got to subscribe to and then... Trouble is it's old hat now, isn't it? Everyone's moving on. But you need something free. FreeCAD. I tried that, it didn't look very good to me. Still, I mean, maybe it'll get there in the end. FreeCAD. So the radio's gone dead by the looks of it. Let's turn it off. It's just making noise.
Put
it on scan.
I can't change nothing in the lap.
Right, let's, yeah, I might have to do some studying. I went from
Horizontal polarity won't help them. So he could be noisy.
Went from EagleCAD to KiCad. Didn't think I'd be able to do that. EagleCAD to KiCad, PCB software. So maybe I could make the transition. Now going from KiCad back to EagleCAD, I forget how to use EagleCAD, so yeah. Fusion 360, I did get a free 1 year business startup thing on it and never used it in a whole year. Then it expired and that was it. So I thought, what's the point if I've never used it in a year? So, but then nobody can follow along, can they? It needs to be free software in order to follow along, really. I mean, this is I don't know what the very latest version's like of this. Maybe they've cured it. I don't know. Cured problems. Or to try and download a new version, really. But then I'd have to convert all my files to the new version. And then I'd have trouble. Yeah, then I'd have trouble then going back if they suddenly said, "Oh, you've got to start paying now," like they've done with this. They even took this program. This used to be free, SketchUp. Then they've made it pay. You've got to pay for it, and yeah, they made you pay for it. Not sure if there's a free version anymore. They lull you in with a free version, and then they, you know, at some point somebody takes over the company. They decide that it can't be free any longer. Then all of a sudden I can see why everyone makes it open source, but that CAD program that's open source, free CAD, I think it'll be alright, but I don't know. I mean, they do it in an obscure way. They must insist on doing it in a way that's not normal, or maybe it is normal. I don't know. I don't know why they didn't follow the SketchUp idea, but make it better. You know. But all you got to do is add the ability to. If I double click on that there, it should just really open it up in its own window. I know it's sort of opening it up in its own window. It's trying to do the best of both worlds, isn't it? But yeah, it's just behind the times, this one, isn't it, really? If I'm going to be doing this kind of stuff for a long time, you've got to go with something else, surely. Maybe. Right, anyway, let's get that into the right place. Right, so that's that now. So we've sorted all that out. We've got them all on the same plane. They're all 7.5 millimeters down. They've got different widths. So, but we've put them centered in whatever we've got it fastened to. We're in the center, horizontally in the center of. So that's okay. Now, have I messed some of this other stuff up? No, I'm alright. I haven't messed all that other stuff up. Let's put the front back on. Right, so we're okay there. Let's put the back on. Yeah, put the back on. Back plate, where are you? So the back plate. Yeah, so we're okay there. Right. Now we kept these ears. We've got the ears now, no matter what. So yeah, we do need some down here though. Some more fixings down here, because fixings at the top does not make a one-piece panel. 3 pieces into 1 piece. So we've got to get another fixing down here somewhere. Looks like it's going to have to be there, so let's get that one. Okay, we'll follow the same idea. So we've got to come up from that point there. So let's just go on that premise. Right, so yeah, so we'll have to go draw a line. So we'll go into that. Got to go up 12 mil plus 7.5. So we need to go. Actually, I just realised I haven't put a hole in the back plate. I have to do that. I tell you what, let's go and do that now. Yeah, because the hole's in the wrong place. Jumping the gun again. Alright, let's try it. Yeah, jumping the gun again. It's a trouble if you change something. Right, so I want that. Oh no. Let's turn that off a minute. This is so complicated. Copy. Yeah, that's a pain. Oh, I need to turn off all that stuff now. So I've got to turn off. It's like writing a program. If it gets too big, you can lose yourself in it if you're not careful. So I've got too much going on. I can't remember which ones they are. So it's inner shelf, inner front. Now it's rear. See, this is a problem. Back shelf bracket, rear. So that's got to go out the way. So I can. The only reason I need that out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. And I need that bolt out of the way so I can see what I'm doing. So I move it out 100mm out the way. I select this, then I paste it in place. Get the route right to the right angle of it. So then I can push the hole through. I can't push it from that angle, so I need to see the top. Push it through, go up to the back, and done. Then I've got to put the thing back, the fixing back where it's supposed to be. Go back 100mm. Alright, so that I can switch that on. So these bits are okay. Oh no, there's no hole through it, so that I haven't got a hole here, so I've got to do the same again. Oh, yeah. I've got to do the same again. That one's done. This one is not done. That one's in the wrong place because I moved it. So delete that out of the way. Go into this. Can't see it. Right, so I've got to put back the back shelf brackets. I've got to select. It's a lot of repetitive stuff. So if I go into here, can't select that now, so I've got to turn that one off a minute. Back plate. No, that's the wrong one. Copy that. Right, and I've got to switch off that one and bring back the back plate. Move the fixing out of the way. Oh my god. Move the fixing out of the way. I've pushed it the other way, then I've got to go into here. Paste it in place. Push it through. That's it. Right, then put the shelf back on. So there's 3 holes in 3 different bits of plastic. Push this back to where it's supposed to be, 100mm back. Well, that's that taken care of. So we've got that back and we've got all the holes ready. We need all the holes exactly where they need to be. So cut it out so they all line up together. Right, so we've done that, and also we haven't got a plastic. We haven't got one in here yet, see that? So I've got to turn off the front shelf, the back plate. Go into this, copy that bit there, come out of it. Can't get out of it, see, not easy to get out of. Turn off that, turn on that, then move the fixing out of the way. All without it crashing. One wrong key press, you'll confuse it and sends it all to hell. Paste it in place. Push it through. Right, I can push that back where it belongs. Back, as long as you move it by an amount, you remember how much you moved it by, you can move it back again. So that's that fixing through there. Right, so then we've got to do another one over here. Same again. So this is how you've got to get it all lined up. So you've got to turn off the front, the back plate, and go into that. Copy this circle, which you know is in the right place. We've got to turn off the back shelf, put the back plate on. We've got to keep doing this every time, then move the fixing out of the way. Right, now we've got to go around the back of the shelf. Yeah. Paste it in place. And then zoom in to push it through. Okay, we got that. Come out of there. Push this back where it's supposed to be. 100mm back. And turn on the shelf, and then right, we've got all 4 fixings with holes going. Basically going to sit in there with a load of panels all lasered out or milled out, with a load of fixings all the right sizes. So far we've got 1 size, 2 and 3 different sizes. So we're going to have a lot of fixings. Now we've got all those 4 there. We need to bring another one down here. And probably another one somewhere here, probably there or there, not sure where. And we've got one to go down here, that's easy, and another one to go down here, that'll be easy too, yeah, apart from going through the same process all over again. Now we might be able to speed it up a bit. So what we'll do now is we're gonna copy. So we need to know how far down. Right, we'll have to do them in pairs because we don't want them all down the same level. They're different levels. So they'll have to go down here. Right, I've got to go. I'll back in a second. Back after this. How do? Right, I've got a new addition to the room, but it's not that new. It's a few years old, but I've never used it. There it is. Yeah, the sign. And also, the missus has bought me something. I don't know why, but anyway. Bought me a Commodore logo. So, I'm not supposed to have that yet. That's for Valentine's Day. Anyway. Slowly turning from a music recording studio into a... You can't see that one from that angle. What about that one? Yeah. Can't see it. It's a big mess. But slowly turning from a... You can't see it. I need a roaming cam, really. Was a home recording studio, but now it's a retro shack. That's supposed to be a development room, but anyway. Right. Where did I get to? This is a laborious labour of love. Labour of love. Yeah. Tenacious. You have to be tenacious. Tenacious. Right, so we've got fixings at the top. And these are the easiest ones to do, so let's put them in. So I'm going to copy that and that. I'll tell you what, I'm not going to copy them yet, because they'll be in the way and I'll have to move them out of the way to put the other bits in. So I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go into this. I'll try to be a bit smart. So I'll copy that, and does that give us that as well? What have I got there? Hang on. So I go get that there, and I get that there. Let's see what I've got. That's all I've got, is it? Right, okay. No. Yeah. That'll probably do it. Maybe. Gotta be careful with this thing. What we didn't do is find out where we were going to put it. That's no good. It's no good grabbing it until we find out where we want it. So... And the problem is I'm working on the back plate. So let's put the front ones in first. So move the back plate. Let's get 7.5 mil. So 7.5 mil up. That's all we need. Then we'll go into this, grab the holes. It's the only... Oh. Careful we don't grab anything else. And we need to copy it and bring them holes down here onto the line. Go on to the line. Why are you not going onto the line? Right, I know what's happened. I didn't grab them from the middle of the hole. So cancel that, go back up. I need to grab them from the middle, and the thing's in the way still. It's in the way. Fixing's in the way. So I suppose I should first move one of the fixings. Let's move it up 100 mil. Right, so we grab hold of that. We grab the holes. Grab these holes. And we copy them. I've got to grab it from... problem, I can't get the centre hole because it's on an edge and I'm in this different mode, so I need to move it out a bit. Grab it from the centre, which is there. Then copy it. It looks crazy, but it might. I'm doing 2 at a time to save time. And we need to go to the line. That's it. So it's red, so we can let go of it. So we've got 2 holes in the outer bit, so we can then come out of there. Yeah, and we can put the fixing back. No, do we want to put the fixing back yet? Probably, yeah, maybe. Let's put the fixing back. 100mm. Alright, so the fixing is back. Now we can put those down there, but we still need the holes to go into the other bit. And how many's here? Just got the single one, so luckily we got the single one there. So what we need to do now, the back plate, which is hidden at the minute, these holes we only want. So if we go in here, we just want the front holes off it. So copy them and go into the switch on the back plate. We need to switch off the back shelf. I need to go around the other side. This is problematic. So we've also got this other bit in the way. So we now are we in there? Just make sure we're in it. Yeah, we're in it. So paste it in place. So we'll do this one first. We'll use that as the guide, so we'll push that through. Just come to there. That's that one done. And this one we'll use that there as the guide. Yeah. Okay, so we've pushed the 2 holes through. Yeah, that was just saving then, auto saving, so it wasn't. We can get rid of that line now, don't need the line. So we've got the holes in the front. And if we bring back the back shelf bracket, so we've also got holes in there as well, that's good. So now we just need to copy the 2 fixings. Pity we don't know the distance. If it was an exact distance, we could just move it exactly there. So now we've got to bit of a messing around. Is there messing around? No, it is actually on the front, so this might be easy, this one. So now we grab the fixings. You have to use the shift key if you want to grab more than one. Hold the control down while moving. And we've got 2 extra fixings now, same size. So I need to come down to here and try to make it sit in that hole. It's just snapped into the hole, so it's helped us a little bit there. It's been a bit intelligent and helped us out a bit. Yeah, and that's okay. It's all good. Right. So we've got that. That's sort of taken care of. That bit. Could save that. We need to do something over here. It's pity about this corner here. Shame about that corner. But we've got to go where the card slots are. So we can either put a fix in there and a fix in there, or a fix in there and a fix in there. Doesn't really matter as long as it's not in the way of anything. So as long as it holds these 3 together. It'd be nice if it was in line. I suppose, you know, I'll tell you what, I don't really want to fiddle around. You've got to think about when you're assembling it as well. I need to check my audio. Give me a second. As long as it holds these 3 together. Yeah. So I was breaking up once a few days ago. Audio breaking up. Right, so I think I don't want to be fiddling around trying to put screws in once the board's in. Although I'll probably bolt that together you'd assemble these components separately. So you'd put all these three together, away from this, bolt them all together, because they're only add-ons. It's basically, you could do all this with one 18mm thick piece instead of adding them all together. You could do that, yeah, you could just mill it out as one big piece, but then you'd have to rough out all the edges here and you wouldn't have a clear piece. By doing 6mm, this is highly polished already. If I had to mill down here, it would have all white. You wouldn't be able to polish it. You wouldn't get your polish here, and you wouldn't be able to sand it. So by layering it, you still maintain your clear view there. So you get a bit of milkiness on the cut, unless you laser cut it. Probably going to be laser cut some of this small stuff. I'm going to get a laser attachment, I think, to go on my CNC. So the trouble is, it's not set up for fume extraction, that one. I've got a laser, but it doesn't take big. It'll do about 300 by 300 part, whereas the CNC will do about 585, 590 by 390, 385. Hence, that's why these are in these kind of manageable sizes. Right, so yeah, I don't want to fiddle around. Say if I built it in situ, then I'd have to thread the thing through, dodging the main board. It ought to be gone to the bottom really, but actually those are there. Tell you what, to keep it symmetry, I'll put them there as well. So what I'll do, if I just hide that a minute, yeah, hide the back plate, put a 7.5mm a line across everything, then I know where it's got to go in there then. Right, so then I can just do the same again, grab those two holes, let's do that again. Now there's two lots of layers here, but oh, they're all one component, so it should be fine. So we've got that one, got that one. We need to grab it by, so we made a bit of a mistake here. Need to move the one fixing up again. 100mm out the way so we can grab it by the center. So we grab one, grab the other. Can't see I grabbed that one anyway, so grab it by the center. And we got the same problem again. Yeah, we can't get to the center because that snap into that line, so you've got to alter the angle slightly. Now you can grab it and just zoom out to make sure we've still got, yeah, we've got the other side as well. That's good. We need to just zoom in down there. Make sure we've got a red line. So we're on the line and we're still true. That's that. So we've got their two fixings, and it's put them in because both these are the same component, so it's done them to both. So yeah, we don't need to push them through because it's already done it. I think it's already done it. Right, so now we want the fixings back. What have I done with it? Oh, it's not right up there. Push it back down 100mm. Now we want to grab both fixings. We need to do the same again now. We need to grab it, copy it, drag them down here. See if we can't get them to snap. Be clever enough to snap its way into. That'll do me. Right, because it snaps to 0.5 or 0.25mm precision, so luckily snapping is good. So we've got them done. Obviously there's the front plastic to do now, so we don't need the line anymore. Right, so we don't need the line anymore, but what we need now is the holes off the front of here. So we can get them now, so let's get them holes. Do 2 at a time. So I want that one and that one. So we copy them, come out of it, put the back plate back on, double click, paste them in place. They'll be on the back of the panel, so we don't have to turn off the back shelf to get at them. No, I don't know if it'll let me get at them with the screw fixings in place. I'll give it a go. It did, so we're lucky. We got them. Okay, we got them. So, yeah, that's the back plate. Of course, the back plate, we can either have the fixing surface mount or we can countersink like we did over here with countersunk them. I think the back I'm not that worried about because you can have a bit of thread. No, the thread's on the inside, so you could, if you wanted to. I'll change that fixing because that's just a representation, but it's just going to be sat on. If it's countersunk, did I put a washer on the front? Can't remember. I think I was going to, and I couldn't do it because the hole wasn't big enough to take the washer. So they will need a washer on them. We'll have to do that, and then you can work out what size. Open these up a bit. What you need to do is get a real washer, really, or measure a real washer. So anyway, so that's that. So if we put back the back shelf, we've got fixing. We've managed to fasten the front with the spacers and everything to these pieces. So we've got 3 lots of plastics plus spacers all fastened together, and we've got the 3 lots of plastic, 2 over there and 3 here, all fastened together. So the drive shaft, let's just move the drive shelf, disappear the drive shelf for a minute. So the drive shelf's not part of the back plate, it sits in that well there. So we put the drive shelf back, it just sits in that, in there. So then we've got to work out how we're going to fasten this plate to this base. So we've got 2 pieces of laminate, they're going to have to be screwed together, so we're going to have to sort that out. And then we're going to have to fasten the front to the base. So how we do that, we're going to we can either go into that one or into that one with a screw hole. So we can possibly do one there, and one there. So one there, one there. Probably, I'll tell you what we'll do, probably go into the bottom because that's... No, yeah, the bottom is 1 piece. So I'll fasten 4 fixings, or 3, 1, maybe 4. Tap straight into the bottom. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, and these are sat in there, so it will be beneficial to go into there. So we could do that. That's 6mm, so we're going to have to only go 3mm. 3mm and put a 3mm pin. So yeah, it's could be problematic, or we could use a different idea. A different method where we fasten into this bit, or a combination of the two. So we could fasten upwards like that. What we don't want to do is super glue it. No super gluing. Super gluing makes a mess of the plastics. Don't want to go near it with super glue. Right, what time we got? 10 to 9 and 1 hour 39 into it. That's alright. Right, so we haven't got anything complete yet, so we need screws to screw it. We've got to decide on how we're going to screw it to that base. So I suppose we could sandwich the base together first. And we've got to sandwich the lid. So the lid and the base is two different things. And then we've got the sides. The sides that have got to be sandwiched or fastened to whatever's left of the sides. So what have we got there? Have I got a gap there? Looks like I've got a gap there, doesn't it? No. No, because that goes all the way down and this goes over to the side. So we've got to fasten. The side's got to be fastened to the other side. This side here. The outside into the inside side. God. So they'll probably be screwed into there. I suppose you could use clear silicone. Screws and clear silicone. So you could wipe the surfaces with silicone, like a fish tank, and seal the two together. I'm not sure. I have to try a bit of silicone on. It's alright for glass, isn't it? Fish tanks. Not sure about plastics. Ooh. Right. Anyway, so we got the side. We've sandwiched the panels together. Now we know the drive bay caddy just sits in there. Drive PSU shelf just sits in. So there's some assembly to do there. So there's basically, it's like setting up a 3D printer. You've got some assembly to do. You've got some assembly to do on assemble the back plate, assemble the front piece, assemble the drive's PSU shelf, assemble that. So you've got some assembly to do, and you can put the power supply in the. So you put PSU in the drive shelf. So let's get rid of the sides a minute. Yeah, so that you could assemble all this up as one first. In fact, I could take that out, couldn't I? If that's a separate unit, I could just come out of it. We could work on that out and do the fixings. We could do that as long as we know how far we've moved it. Let's just do that for a minute. To that end, because we're going to have to split it up to put the screws in. Can't work on it like where it is. So we'll get the... Oh, it's all grouped anyway. Right. So we'll get that, and we're going to move it up 400 mil. Right, so we've moved it up 400 mil. So that's our drive shelf. So we can see it better now. See that? Great that is. We can work on and see where we need to put our fixing holes. So we need fixing holes there, and there and there. Then we need to fasten this to that side. More fixing holes, so there and there, little screws. And no more screws on the, oh yeah, you've got to fasten. Get rid of the PSU a minute. Got to fasten this PSU fastening thing to the base. It's got to be screwed, so it's going to have to be screwed down there. So we know we've moved it 400mm. Right, let's have a look at the case now. There, we've got that out of the way. So yeah, we've got fasten straight through there. Yeah, so that does more than one thing. It fastens all the shell. As long as everything can do more than one thing. Yeah, more than one thing. Yeah, so it's looking okay. Yeah, I can't wait to build it, to mill some out and assemble it, but what I don't want to do is mill it out and find out, I don't know where the screws are, put all these fixings in by hand. You need to mill out, place all the holes. So the base, I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do something like this. Let's get the base. Let's group the base first. So we want that, that and that. And can't get to it from this angle. And that. So that's the base. And we might as well have the feet with the base. So if I make that into a group, right, and I'm going to push that out the way. 400mm as well. Right, so we've got the base out the way. Exploded view, yeah. So then we can work on sandwiching it together. Yeah, doing alright. Let's have the lid. Because we've basically got, yeah, everything we got in place. So yeah, we've sort of got everything we want in place. So is the lid all grouped together? Can't tell. Yeah, certainly looks it. So what we'll do now, we'll put the lid up. What should we do? 800mm. 800. So we've got the lid up there now. Alright, so we can work out how we're going to sandwich them all together. So the lid doesn't fasten in. The lid just sits in it. And hopefully it's strong enough to take a monitor. Should be. It's got all this surface area and cross members. They're all fastened together. Okay. So is there anything else? I suppose you could take the motherboard out of it. But you still need to be able to move them back in. Yeah, I suppose we could move the motherboard. Let's try the motherboard. So what we got there? Have we got all connectors on it? No, we haven't got these. So we need to. What are they on? They're on the connectors level. They're on layer. Hang on. Oh, they are connectors. So everything's right, but we just need to put it into this group. So we basically need to grab all this lot. Alright, so we've got all that. And yeah, let's cut it. Paste in place. Come out once, cut that. Paste in place. So everything should be, apart from these. Let's get these done. Cut. Yeah, so you got that. Paste in place. Okay, so we've got everything we want on that PCB now. So if we move the PCB, let's say where we want to move the PCB. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll move this down another 400 mil. We'll move the PCB down 400 mil. No, that didn't work out. 400 mil. Oh, we crashed. Right, they've crashed. Right.
Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described.
So what we're doing at the minute, we're splitting it all up into lids. We could do lids, fronts, backs, everything. I'm going to need to split it up and anyway, fine. Once it's, need to be able to join it all back together and split it up. I need to keep the original model for showing off, and we need to. So we need a duplicate model. Then we want one we can split up, exploded view. Then we want one all flatted out. All the panels individually arranged to go onto a sheet of polycarbonate to be cut out. Yeah. Right, so this is just crashing, so I'll have to wait for that to finish crashing. Let's find out the audio is okay. All the panels individually arranged to go onto a sheet of polycarbonate to be cut out. Yeah. Right, so this is just crashing, so I'll have to wait for that to finish crashing. The audio is okay. Alright, don't send a bug splat report. Right, probably if I did send a bug splat report, maybe they could choose it. This is old now, it's old 2017. Need to find a new version of that somehow. Maybe convert everything to a new, I don't know why. We'll see. Right, so we've got that, so the board, yeah, we're all on one board, so we need to move that down 400 mil. Right, okay, so we split everything up so we can work on it to put holes in it. Yeah, maybe it's a bit too much, but I need to be able to maneuver around it, yeah. So, yeah, so we probably need the base back onto that. So the instruction will be, get your front panel, find this part, find all these pieces, bolt it up together, do that, build these separate pieces. So it won't be a quick build, will it? Right, have we got everything okay? Yeah. Why is that the wrong way around? Oh no, I spun it around now. Yeah, so we've got everything we need in place. And you've got the base. So we need to screw these bases together and the lid somehow. So we've got panels that go, where do they go? Long ways and across ways. So one sandwiched together. It should be good to So, is there a way we know what size are? Yeah, we could do it. So if I do, what if I just go like this? Go underneath like that. Start from the underneath. Now, if we put a screw through, we want to make sure we're not going to stop another screw coming through. So let's just start with something. Right, so I'll tell you what we do. Do we go into it? Do we double click? Maybe, yeah, we could do that. Actually, that's one panel, that's another. So you'd have to go into that panel. Tell you what, we'll come out and we'll draw around it. So we need to come clearance. So we say 20mm by 20mm. Yeah. Give ourselves a bit of room. 20mm. 20mm. 20mm and 20mm. And of course we got this one that'll have to be 20mm. Actually, yeah, so we've got to work out the PCB holes as well, the holes for the PCB. Should have put them holes in really first, because that might be in the way of a PCB hole. Anyway, we've gone this far, let's just do this. So 20mm. What happened there? That's not right, is it? So we've got right. Need to come in another 20. Why did it, oh, it won't grab it. Why would it grab that? Doesn't, must be underneath. Is it because it's underneath? Yeah, it's because it's underneath. So we still need, yeah, so okay. So that 20mm makes us in a weird place. So let's do 25mm. We need to be at least, so that is whatever that is, 18mm. Can't tell. So let's, what about 25mm? Yeah. Okay, we'll do 25mm. 25mm. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's do 25mm instead of 20mm. Right, 25mm. Just so we can clear that edge. Okay, so we're now underneath. We're underneath some of the pads here. So we don't want to be underneath the pad, do we, for the screw hole? No, we don't. So what do we do? Right, so we'll have to change the idea again, won't we? God. Right, undo those. Right, let's try a different way. Let's go the side where we can see the smallest area. Okay, can I hide the PCB? Have I got a PCB? Yeah. Right, so they're not part of the graphics. Connectors are in a separate area. So, connectors. Okay, so we've hidden that. But we've still got the graphic area. Oh, that's okay. Right, so I need to get on top of this. Now we've got this in the way. Got all the rest of it. Oh god, we've messed it up. Oh, how can we can work on it here. That's okay. Work on it from here. So all we need to do is work out how far we're going to go in. So we need to clear the plastics. trouble now I split it up, I can't work out what's in the way and what isn't in the way. Right, that's a problem, isn't it? So I think I'll put that with the back onto that plastic. So I'll turn on that and that. Right, I'll put this back up. I think it was 800mm, was it? Yeah. So put the base and the plastic back without without everything else. Right, so we can see what's going on. Yeah, that'll do to put the, because you've got to fasten it all together. Right, so let's sandwich the base first. So to sandwich the base, yeah, we need the base to be joined. These four pieces need to be joined before we try and attach it to anything else. So we can do the middle bit. There's nothing in the way of the middle bit, and we're not gonna, even with the sides. The sides aren't going to get in the way because I'm not going to put a fixing in the side. No, so I'm okay to go ahead with these bits here. So let's do them bits first. Right, so I'll come in. How far do we go in? 10mm. Let's just say 10mm. Let's say 15mm. So we're in 15mm and we'll do the same again. I can't get to that bit. So we need to find, yeah, we pity that about that. So 15mm, we need to put a few in. So we can do 15mm from this way. And we can do 15mm that way, and we can come 15mm in from the end. Did that work out? Yeah. And we can also do 15mm from let's get rid of the front shelf. Yeah, so that's there, so we can come in 15mm from this end. 15mm. Put the shelf back. How close are we away from the shelf? Yeah, we're okay. So the back one, we need to do the back one now. So the back one goes flush, so that can be 15mm. And we also got this bit over here that's slightly different. So we can do 15mm from that. Well, probably won't matter. 15mm. Right, so ideally where they crisscross, tell you what, we want another one here. Oh, we can't get that. I need to do that from the other side, probably. Or X-ray, no, I don't know. Tell you what, let's put a line. Yeah, let's put a line, a temporary line on here. Stop it. I want it parallel with that. Don't do that. Can I snap it to that? No, it needs to reference that. Oh dear, I'll tell you what, we could just measure it. Let's measure what we got here. There to there is 180mm. Let's put a line from here. 180mm. So that's our center line, and we can go. Yeah, so we need to go. Oh, what's that? From that line, 15mm. Same line, 15mm. So we want a few fixings. One there, one there. One there, one there. 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 Ah, hang on. Yeah, so everywhere there's a crisscross. So let's put a hole in place. Yeah, so we're going to screw it together or tap it, bolt it, countersink it. So maybe we're going to countersink this side or allow for these feet to clear it. I'd rather get it out of the way. So countersink it, push it in, and it sticks through and cuts off, but it's got to miss the motherboard. Right, let's put some fixing holes in then. What we'll do is we'll put them on, then we'll cut them out. We don't know how big the holes have to be. Let's just go with 3mm. That's what we've done so far a lot of the places. 1.5. So we've got one there. 1.5. Okay, we've got one here. 1.5. We should have one here as well. 1.5, and we've got to have one over here. One 1.5. 1.5. 1.5. Oh no, we don't want there. That's over the middle, so we want one there. One there. And can't quite work out where we are. Right, yeah, so we don't need one there or there. Why did we draw that hole then? Oh, because we came off this one. Yeah, so we don't need... Should we move back? Yeah, we'll move that one to there. Let's put one there. Let's get rid of that one. We'll put another one there. And one here. We don't need one there and there. But what we do need one is over here. Yeah. And one over here. One over here. Okay, and one in the corner. Right, what's that like? Oh, we've missed one here. Right, so we've got pretty much what we want. So we're going to sandwich these 4 pieces of polycarbonate together and make a base. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 screws. And wrought screws, yeah, so That's good, so we could push those through. I wonder what the chances of one of the main board screws wanting to go through there. It'll mess us up. We can always move it over a bit after. Right, so that's that. So what we need to do is copy all of them. Yeah, let's copy all of them. So how best to copy all of them? If we can lose the, can we lose the front? Or yeah, right. So let's lose the front and the back shelf now. So the back shelf, back bracket. I've got all the fixings there. So hang on, where's that going? I haven't got anything for that. Fixings layer. Back bracket fixings. We've got too many layers already. Okay, so we'll put it back on. Tell you what we'll do, we'll group them together, we'll leave them where they are. Should we leave them where they are? Just means we've got to grab them individually. Yeah, we can grab them individually. Actually, yeah, we're going to have a problem here because they are separate plastics. Let's have a look. So that's one plastic there. That's, yeah, so we're gonna have to do these into single plastics at a time. So we'll do this one first. So we'll cut it, go into it, paste it in place, and we've got to push them through now somehow. They're all selected, so if I don't know if I could select. No, I've got to do them individually. I could just say 6mm, couldn't I? 6mm, instead of using a reference, I can tell it. Yeah, because we're gonna, these holes are gonna be directly used for creating the G code for the CNC. So wherever these are, these will be. It's also part of the model. Right, so we've done that, so we can come out of that. Now we need to copy them onto the bottom piece. So we need to grab hold of the bottom piece. Now the bottom piece is along. There's a problem. So the top piece and the bottom piece is. We're gonna have to copy those four onto this bit. That's difficult once a sandwich done, but yeah, once it's done, it's done. It's gonna take a long time, this job. Alright, so I need to grab. So I can paste them in place again. So there they are, but I can only get. Let's do this one first. So we get that one, that one, not that one, that one, and that one, and we'll cut them, and we've got to go underneath now. I messed it up a bit, so we're going to go underneath, so we can select just that player there, that one there. We've got to select this one now. That's it. Paste it in place. So they're in place, but we can't see them. They're there, but they're on the top. So what we're going to do is if I move them down 12mm, they'll be on the bottom face, ready to push through. Am I still in? Yeah, so come out of that. Am I in X-ray mode? No, I'm not. Right, so PCB is now in the way, but so we'll have to go up to this. So what we'll do is we'll go into here and we'll just push them through. We can push them through either to there, or I'll just type 6mm in there. This one we'll just type 6mm. 6mm. Right, so those are the holes for that piece. So we've got holes. So let's see if we've got a hole. So we should be able to zoom in and have a look down it. Yeah, we've got a hole all the way through to put our fixings to join the two. Now we've got to reproduce that now on all these. Yeah, this is where it gets monotonous. But once it's milled out, then we just assemble it. Just push the nuts and bolts in and assemble it. So I'm going to have an IKEA style drawing or something, probably. Or they just reference the model. Just look at the model and see where it goes, yeah. When I say they, maybe just me. Already tired. Right, sorry. 2 hours 15. I'll go a bit longer. I'll go and grab another drink, so back in a little while. I'll have to put this annoying sound on, sorry about that. How do? Oh dear. Here's my thing gone. Right, so yeah, okay. Right there. Right, where did we get to? What did we do? We did this bit, didn't we? That's done. Oh. Why have I got some there as well? Because one's a copy of the other. Okay, that saved us a bit of work. Unfortunately, one of them's in the wrong place, isn't it? Does it matter? So, I don't know if it matters. Hang on. So it's done the bottom. Oh yeah, it's put the bottom in the wrong place. Yeah, because I allowed. Pity about that there, isn't it? But I could delete just the one. I have to make it unique, wouldn't I? Okay, let's make it unique then. Mind you, the bottom is it's a copy of the other one, isn't it? So it'd be a shame to not just have one lot of G code to make the two panels the same. Or to it's only the top that changes. An extra hole here and there. Do we care? Not really. So we've done the top one, but we haven't got an hole to match that one. God. Any of these in the right place? So that looks like it's in the right place. So does that. So does that. Yeah. This is the only one that's a problem. So what we'll do is just modify that one then. We'll have to make it unique. Or add an extra hole, but if I have an extra hole there, it'll put an extra hole over here. Does it matter? Not really. Do we want to create... I don't want too many different G code, but if it is, it is. So what? I'd rather just have one G code loaded than just mill it out twice. Yeah, but it is different. It's only the top that's different. The bottom's the same. So what'll happen if I put an extra hole there? Or do I just alter that? See, it wants to go right there. Look, see, that's in mid space. It's no good. So you'll have a hole here for no reason. Does it matter? Don't know. I've got to have whatever VNS or whirl. I don't even know what they call them. Right. So what to do with that? Okay. See, the more separate G panels you have, the more lots of G code. You've got to flatten it and do double the work. So for the sake of one extra hole, I think I'm just going to put an extra hole in here. Right, so I can do that. So all I'll do is do this, watch. Yeah, we'll get that hole there. So we'll just take that one off there. Is that on there? Or hang on, is that still on there or is that in it? I can't remember. Right, it's actually in there still. So we don't need that hole. We've probably got another one there as well. Yeah. Because we've did extras. Paste in place. Let's push it down 6 mil. Right, okay. Oh no, let's undo that. Let's push it down 12 mil. So it's on the right side of that. And then we could push it all the way up to there. Okay, and if we have a look over here, we've also done one here, a spare hole. Breathing hole, we call that a breathing hole. That's a breathing hole, and that allows us to have one lot of G-code to make both panels. So we've got an extra hole milled out. Does it matter? Not really. People will wonder, they'll go, why is that there? It's there to save me a little bit of work. Right. So we've got that there. So we've got an extra hole there that we don't want, that was built for this one. And we've got an extra hole there we don't want, that was built for this one. Okay. Right, so we've got that. So we've done these two sides, but we haven't completed the long panel. There's more to do. So for this we'll swing it round this way. Have some more of my biscuit. Might as well turn the radio off. Turn the radio off. Yeah, I could plug that sign in, couldn't I? Plug it in. What if it shorts out? Oh dear. Right, what have we got here now? Have we got anything here? I can't remember. Yeah, we've got that there. So we need to put that. Hopefully, this one's square, so this will be as it is. Yeah, so let's grab that, and that. Cut it. Go into it and paste it in place. And go down. Oh, can I go down? Oh, hang on. What's going on here? No, that's a sideways bit. Which one am I into? Why wouldn't it let me go down there? No. What's gone on? It's there, but oh. Undo paste. We're not actually into it yet. Now we're into it. So we should be able to now, yeah, go down to there. God, this is monotonous, isn't it? Oh well. 6 mil. We'll get there in the end. It's not an easy task, I don't think. Not only you've got to design it, you've got to put all the fixing holes in as well. What you should do is pass it on to someone else. Say, right, I've done that, now it's your turn. So we've done... What I don't quite get is I've just done them two. Just done them. Oh, it's put them over here. That's why. Hey, why does it put them over there? No, it should have put them in this bit. I don't get that. So, oh, that's a panel, and that's the other panel. So why did I put them in before then? Let's just undo that. Undo, see which ones disappear. Undo close. Undo push pull. Undo push pull. Undo push pull. They seem to be unique, doesn't it? Oh well, redo. redo, 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 close. Right. Anyway, they're there. Don't know. I was expecting to see them be made. I don't know. Lost track now. Anyway, so they're there. We need to do this one now. Of losing track slowly. Right, so cut. Paste in place. Okay, that's done. Right, so we've got that. So we need to paste in place and move it down to the bottom bit. So can we paste in place? Yeah. No, we don't want to paste in place. Undo. What we want to do is select that bottom layer. Right, then paste it in place. Then move it down 12 mil. Okay. Ah, we seem to be doing both at the same time now. Yeah. Right. So these top two must be they must be unique. So we're on the bottom layer. So we turn it round. Right. We can't see what we're doing. Where are they? There they are. So can I just push them down? Yeah, should be able to. 6 mil. 6 mil. Oh, what's happened there? Why has that done that? Undo push pull. Undo push pull. 6 mil. 6 mil. Okay. What have we got now? So we've got holes where we want them on them 4. Holes where we want them on these 4, and we've got some extra holes we didn't want. That's okay. Right. Get rid of construction lines. So construction lines are gone. Save it. So that's how we fasten the panels together. We're basically just, it's like wires in a circuit board. Just fastening together, like pop rivets on a ship. Yeah, that's it. Pop rivets on the Titanic. Holding the panels together, but they're screw fixing instead. Okay, so we say that's done. That's going to confuse the hell out. Oh, you got that would confuse the hell out of me. Oh well. Save it. So we need to, do we need pockets to see where we stick these feet? Probably not. Be nice to have some pockets, but we'd have to mill them out and then they'll be milky looking, so we'll leave them like that, it'll look better. We'll just have to measure them. So I've got that, we need the same with the lid, do we? Or we need the fronts now. We need to fasten the front to this. So we need some holes in the front. Now do we line that, fixing up with that, or we'll just go with 25mm? No, I can't really line it up with that, can we? Let's just go 25mm. Yeah, amazing technology. I'm watching myself put playback. Yeah, monitoring the old output. Let's listen to the audio. Yeah, amazing technology. I'm watching myself put playback. Yeah. Delay. Why is it delay? Is it going around the world first or something? Right, excuse me. Right, so we can sandwich our boards together. So this one's fastened straight to there, and this one the same. Okay, we can do that. So we should be able to. All we want now. Do we go? We don't want to go right on the end, because then it will tip like that. Go here, give it a little bit more stability, tiny bit more, and then you've got a leverage action. I think we're going to need to come in at different angles, aren't we? The front, we need to take the front off, so we fasten that to their base. And you'll have to have 4 screws probably. 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 screws, 4 screws, not sure. We've got 4 here. And we've got this piece here. So we screw to that. And it'd be nice to screw into that, wouldn't it? So you've got to do it in sections, so I don't want to be able to, don't have to hold 4 bits together and try and screw through it. I need to sandwich it to give it strength first, but it means extra fixings because still got to go into there. Or we could have a little L bracket, a little something L bracket. And bolt it, and the bracket would actually hold it still. We start doing that, then we start getting in the way of other stuff. But it might be easier than trying to come through the end of this. Well, drill and tap it. Drill and tap it and screw it in. Or a bracket, some kind of thin bracket. Maybe an angle, maybe a piece of angle or angle aluminium. And you'd have to do the front and the back the same. And you couldn't do that bit because that bit needs to be open, so that wouldn't work. I can't imagine. See, everything else can be milled, but can't mill. You can mill most of it, but you can't mill onto the end. Not accurately, so that would, you can mill there, but then you'd have to hover that over it and pile it through and drill it and try and keep the drill parallel. Could do without that, really. Could do without that. Is there another way of doing it? Is there another way of doing it? Don't think so. See, these are bolted together, but you couldn't use the center fixing. Unless maybe there'd be another way of doing it. If you could get a nut in here, if you could somehow mill a pocket for a nut that you could screw through, you still got to drill through though. Oh, it could be a groove, couldn't it? You could mill out a well in it, like a trough, either side, and then they go together. And then you put, you just have a cutout, complete cutout, where the nut drops in, and yeah, that's an idea. That's an idea. Anything to save having to do manual drilling. CNC do it all. Let's try something out. Let's just quickly try an idea out. So what we do is we get a bit of this. We go 100 by 100. Right, and we make it 6mm thick. And we want another piece the same. So first we measure into it, say, let's just say 25mm, and we cut out a section, say 10 by 10, so 10mm. And we go in, so let's say go in 25mm. Did I say 25mm? Yeah. And we go in by 10mm. Then we cut this out. Actually mill that out to there like that. But then we have a trough in it. So we have a trough. So we want a 3mm drill, 4mm. Say 4mm or 3mm, doesn't matter. Let's say 4mm. So out of 10mm, we need to come into 2mm. No, 2mm. Right, so let's say 3mm. So 3mm, 6mm. So 2mm this side, 2mm that side, and that gives us 6mm. Now we don't need that much, so undo those two. What we need is to finish up with 4mm, so we need 3mm and 3mm. So 3mm this side and 3mm this side. Right, and then we've ended up with 4mm. So we draw a rectangle here. Sorry, what's that doing? That's not a rectangle, is it? There it is. So go from here to there, like that. And we pocket this down 3mm. Okay, so it's actually, if it's only a 3 Did we say it was 4mm or 3mm? 4mm. So no, we don't go down 3mm. We go down 2mm. Okay, so then we've got, what we've got now is a hole. We've got a hole for a nut, and we've got a 2mm gap. So then if we make this into a component, temporary make, if we make that into a component, right, then if we get rid of the construction lines, the lay lines, so construction lines, it's just an idea. Right, so if we copy that like that, and we switch it round, like that, and of course it's in the wrong place, but it's okay to show it. So if I grab that by the corner and put that over with this corner, if I can get it down to that corner, yeah, like that. So what we should end up with now is these are fastened by the screws that go vertically there, and in here we put a nut, drop a nut in there, and we fasten the front plate through there. So we haven't had to manually drill a hole, we've just got a groove, half a groove, and that allows us to put a nut in there and screw the front plate on. I'm liking this idea. Screw through and then into the nut. As you tighten, it holds it all in place. These are sandwiched together by the pins, so I'm liking that idea. And the nut is encapsulated in the 10mm, well, the 12mm sat in the middle. So you hold it in the middle and you screw it up. I like that idea. It saves me having to do anything manual. So we'll take that idea and we'll go with that one. So the screw goes in here through the plastic there. So if you had another piece, actually, let's just copy a piece. So I'll have another piece of that. Put it upright. And bring that over to line up with that, for instance, by that, like that. So all we need to do is drill a hole in the right place. We can't see it now, so if we do X-ray, right, so we've got this hole here, so we just need to put a hole. We know where it is. It needs to go 6mm up. So go into that, do a hole 6mm up, and we need to work out where the centre of it is. Can't quite work that out. No. So we'd have to measure it from the other side, but we would know on our so come out of there. Right. View. We're in X-ray, so we should be able to measure. Right, we know this size. Oh, for this we don't need to do it. So what we'll do is, all we've got to do is put a hole in there. So drill a hole, say, actually we don't want X-ray for this, so we'll just put a hole, say it's 3mm, 4 mil oil, so go 2 mil. Right, so that's it, and we push it through. Push it through. It's gone. It's gone. Right. Let's put a circle onto there. 2 mil. Push it through. No, it's not letting me do that. Okay, let's try it again. Push it through to there. Disappeared. What the hell is going on? I don't quite know what's going on here. Where's my hole gone? So we're into there. We put in a hole at 2 mil. We push it through to there. Okay, now we'll have a look. Oh, we just happen to be near it. It's not quite right, look. Anyway, you get the idea. So you pop view X-ray. So yeah, it's off center. But pretend you've got a screw that you're putting this panel onto this lot. Push it through. Drop a nut in there, and screw it together. And it holds it tight against there. That was the idea. I think it'll probably work. So let's get rid of all this rubbish. I'm going to give that a go. So I think that's how we're going to fasten it together. Because we're going to mill a hole, we can mill a trough as well. The trough is on the inside, so you won't see it. But when we mill them, we'll have to face them the right way and mill the holes on the right sequence. Right, okay, so what time we got now? Oh, yeah, I think we're going to knock it on the head now. That's 2 hours 51. That's we got an idea. So I found it. I'll tell you what, we'll have to make at least one because I don't forget the idea. So I don't want to forget the idea, do I? So what I'm going to have to do is put a fixing somewhere. Where can I get a fixing in? Anywhere really. Right, let's try it. So we're gonna, let's see what we've got here width wise. So we've got 10 mil there, 20 there. So we need to keep away from the sides. So the feet aren't in the way because they're, in fact, you could put your nut in and then stick your feet over top so it hides your nut. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll put the nut under the foot. So we drop the foot in, the nut in, and it keeps it in place. So what we'll do then, it needs to be a square and not a round hole. So what we'll do, I think I said that was 50 by 50. Getting tired now. Right, so if I go 50, so it's right. So I thought I put them at 50. Obviously I've moved them and not put them in. Right, so if where do we want it? I want one there and one there. We don't want loads of fixings. Do we need 3? No, if we spread it out, we can just put 2. What about if we put them in the centre? Centre for centre. Yeah, I think we'll do centre for centre. We'll try it, and if it's flimsy, we'll make another one. I didn't want to keep making them. Alright, so in these here, we need to find the centre of this. Where is it? There, that's the centre. So what we'll do is we'll measure from the front in. So that's the centre of that, and we only want to come in so far. So the nut has to be in enough so it's got some meat on it to pull it. And it's got to clear it's 12mm. So at the minute we're on 24mm, so if we say 25, let's say 25. So then we draw a square. So go from here. So we've got 25 in. 25's, yeah, sort of nice. So we'll come back this way, 10mm, and we want to even it out. So go 5mm that way and 5mm this way. Draw a square. That's enough. 10mm enough to get a nut in. So we'll grab that, cut it, paste it in place, push it through. Okay, so we've got a square cut out. Why have we got a square? Why have we pushed through? Oh, because I've drawn a surface. Yeah, I've actually drawn a surface, but why I've not cut it through? It's not cut. Oh. Right, let's undo that. Undo, close. Undo, push, pull. So we've got that. Right, no, we're not in it. We're in the bottom one. Don't know where it's gone actually. Undo, close. Undo, close. Undo, open. Undo, paste. Right, so we're going to get that bit. And we're going to paste it in place. Then we're going to push it down to that line there. That's it. That's better. So we've got a hollow in it now. We've got a hollow, but we need another hollow underneath. So we want to grab hold of this. Tell you what, let's grab the bottom of it. No, let's grab the top because we can't. We haven't got that mode on at the minute. Copy. Right, get hold of this bottom bit. Paste in place. I need to move it down by 6mm. 6mm down. No, 12mm down. Down, and we're on the flat. We need to push it down now. I just want to do one so we can copy and paste them. Right, so we grab hold of this and we push it through either to there like that. No, it didn't work, did it? No. Undo, push, pull. So we're going to go through to 6mm. That's it. So we've got that there. So we've got enough room for a nut. An M5, an M3 nut. Yeah, and then we've got to have a trough now. Now the trough has to be on the inside. So, how are we going to do a trough on the inside? Not sure whether we're going to do a trough on the inside. X-ray. We could do it on X-ray. Let's do it on X-ray. Right, view X-ray. So then we can do. We need some lines. We need to right. So let's come out of X-ray. We need to hide that layer. So is that called? That's a base, and that's a base. So we need another one called base lower. And we need to rename the base to base upper. Base upper. So that's going to be base upper. That's going to be base lower. Base upper. Where's base lower? Can't see base lower for looking. Base lower. So I should be able to turn off base upper to make a trough. So right, so go into this one now, am I? Right, so I need to draw a line. So I need to go in 2 mil and out 2 mil. Then I need to go in. What's that give us? 6 mil? No, it's not 2 mil, is it? I need to go in 3 mil and in 3 mil, and that should give us 4 mil. Yeah, then I need to create a thing there. I need to push it down. Pocket. It needs to be pocketed. Just 2 mil. That's it. Get rid of the lines. That's that bit done. So come out of there. So we've got our pocket, and we need to do the same. Let's get rid of these lines. Okay, so I need to lose the, bring back the upper, lose the lower, then come at it from underneath. Alright, come at it from underneath if it's all possible. Alright, what have I done with it? Where's it gone? There. So now we've got to. That's it. That's better. So what mode are we in? Oh, that's okay. So now we want to put come this way, 3 mil. That way, 3 mil. And we need to draw another one. Up there and to there. There to there, yeah. And we need to undo the rectangle. We need to go into it first, then draw it. Like that. I need to drop it down 2 mil. Right, so we did 2 mil there, and I think I did the other one wrong. No, something not right here. No. Undo, undo, undo. Right, now do it. Right, and then down 2 mil. Okay, so get rid of the lines. line's gone. So that's good. So far so good. So we've got this weird looking thing in the plastic, and I think I messed up the other plastic. Let's bring back the base lower. Did I mess it up, or did I do two? Yeah, it looks okay. Alright then. So then what we've got then, we drop a nut in there. Let's make a nut. So I need a nut that's for an M4. We've got 10mm hole. We've got a 4mm. Should be 4mm, that should. Yeah, 4mm. So we can put a 4mm threaded bolt into a nut. We can drill a hole for the front and put the nut, encapsulated nut. Just put the nut in. Screw it up. Now you've got to try and hold the nut still, that's the thing. So you pop your nut in, and then you've got enough depth to screw it tight. So yeah, so we'll have 4 of them, one in each. One there, one there, one there, one there. Hopefully that should be tight enough to see it to make it good, or maybe we need 4 more of them. Oh, we've got one there now. We didn't make it unique. So it's alright, we can grab that geometry and swing it round. So I'm going to have to make it unique, aren't I? Yeah. Right, okay, let's just make it unique then. Let's make all these unique. Now we've introduced that to it, so make unique. That's already unique, and this one is unique already. That's already unique, so that's fine. We want that, but we want it over there. It's in the middle, so yeah, we want it over there. So let's do that then. Has that got a plate above it? No, that's the right one. Right, is it the right one? Yeah. So we want to swing it round. That needs to be in the right place. It needs to be bang on in the centre. Look at that! It's swinging everything around. Nah, bad idea. So what we'll do is we'll cut it out first. It's not going to cause any problem apart from we need to repair that. We can't get it because we're not in X-ray mode. So we repaired that line, that's good. Okay, so we've still got the original one over here. Yeah. Right. Oh, we've lost our surface now. Lost some. That's probably this edge. Yeah, we lost that edge. Oh my god, right, okay. That's the trouble, isn't it? You should make them unique. Okay, so we've also done something with this edge. Right, hang on. That's not that edge, is it? No. Right, so we need to lose the upper one. hide the upper, which is the lower. No, hide the lower one. No, hide the upper one. Oh, we've taken the whole thing away. Where's that thing? Obviously got something weird going on here. So what's that? That's upper. That should be lower. Lower. Base lower. I can't find it now. Where's he gone? Base lower. So we turn off the base upper. Yeah, that's them too. We're upside down, so it's not going to make no sense. Put these surfaces back and then just get at least one of the clips in place. Right, okay, we're back again, are we? Yeah, we're back again. Right, so we want the same again there. Right, so we've got our hollow bit. Is that, which one's that? Lower or upper? Can't remember. Don't know. That's lower. Yeah, that's why we can't see it. So you have to mill these out in a certain way. So if we turn around, oh dear, what's happened? It's gone wild on me. Right, it's here. There it is. So what is, when you mill this out, you mill a hole straight through, then you mill a 2mm trough for the screw to come through. So you don't have to drill it, try and guide it through and hold it on the end and try and drill the end of the plastic, which never works. Drop a nut in, and the nut will sit around here. So I'll just do the one for now. So what I need to do is make a hole in the front. So if I grab hold of that, and that, copy it, come out of there, right, paste it in place. No, come on to this front bit, paste it in place, and move the whole thing out. Say 100mm. So we've got it there. Actually, it needs to come out only 6mm, doesn't it? $6mm. So it should be on the front of it now. Here we're on the front. So that tells us where our hole has to be drilled out. So if we just use that, yeah. So it's we can use that as a guide. So come out of it, yeah. Put a hole in there. So it's going to be yeah, 4mm hole, but we need to move it up. No, not that. We need to move the hole up like that. We've crashed. Oh my god. Yeah, so it crashed. So we've got 3 hours 13. So there's an extra half hour gone just filling with that.
Just find the right place in the program, make the appropriate change, and we'll run the whole thing again.
Load it back up again. I'm going to use this IKEA style clamp system. M4 by whatever it needs to be, 30 screw into a nut that's fastened into the plastic. Loose, but as you tighten it, it clamps the front up against the base. And because it's flat polycarbonate, it should pull up tightly and square. And you always got the option to undo it and tighten it more if you need to. Right, is it finished crashing yet? No, not quite. I might see if there's a new version of SketchUp that's free. Maybe they've ironed out some of the bugs. Not sure if there is one that's free. Right, it's just finished crashing. Right, I'll open it up for the last time today. Just want to make sure I've got this in place, then I can copy and paste it. Right, so we've got it there. Just didn't like the fact that we wanted to move it up to there. Right, that's all we did last time and it worked this time. So we need to cut it, go into this, get rid of these construction lines, paste it in place. Now I'm not sure, yeah, we're into it, so we just need to then go down to the line, and then we've got our area for our bolt. It'll look a bit ugly, but we can countersink it if we want. So we basically, hang on, let's fit the upper. Right, so what we've got now is we drop in a nut. You'd have to hold it in because that maybe we need to put a nut in there. Maybe we don't need to mill it all the way through on the bottom. Drop it in on the top, and you put your fix in through there and the nut, and you tighten the plate. Tighten your front plate into the base. So I have one there and one the other side. One might not be enough, but it should be quite strong. Aesthetics might be a problem, but if you use some nice screws and countersunk the plastic. So let's countersunk the plastic just so we know. The problem is, if you countersunk the plastic, we lose some strength. We might use that idea, maybe not on the front, maybe on the sides, I don't know. Yeah, we need to fasten this the front and back. So yeah, we may have to have some nice looking screws. Nice looking coloured screws. There's a lot of screws. You can get anodized screws and really nice looking screws. So anyway, we'll leave that as it is for today. Now we haven't even got some that we can work with now. Everything's blown up. Everything's apart like that. So do we leave it like that for now? Tell you what, we can gather it up. Or we could put it back, I don't know. Does it at any point? How do we get a thumbnail out of that they can see? No. Oh, we just leave that bit on there, I suppose. Don't know. Yeah, we could just leave that bit for now. That's it. Tell you what about, yeah, just that bit. Just that bit there, that's it. That's it. That's your thumbnail. Pity we can't get that bit there though around it. Can we swing it round? We haven't got the nut and that in it now. Let's leave it like that. Leave it like that. That's it, there, like that. Just like that. Right, that's a bit of a weird looking thumbnail, but never mind. Right, so that is going to be it for today. Gotta go and do something less boring. Yeah. Alright then, thanks a lot for watching, and I'm out of here. Bye bye.
The computer converts these numbers into impulses that cause sound waves to come directly from a loudspeaker. The art of computer graphics is only in its infancy. The entire musical score accompanying this film was composed on a computer that can produce nearly endless variations of sounds. Only by computer could they be calculated and for the first time pictorially described.
Daisy, Daisy, give me your answer to the Ford, the carriage, but you look sweet upon the seat of a bicycle built for two.